So just taking a soil sample here on the client's property. This property has a large sandy component, but also has some really heavy clay. And so we're at the bottom of a little hill here, and there's a low point. And this to me looks like a nice sandy loam. You can feel the grit when you rub it between your fingers. The first thing we do when we're doing a soil test is we do a crumb structure test. So you squeeze it together, see if it forms a clump. Pure sand won't, it won't even hold together. But when there's enough organic matter in the soil to provide food for biology, the bacteria and the fungi and the other creatures in there, you get this clumping behavior. So we want it to clump together, but we also want it to not have too much resistance when we push. So you see it took a little bit of resistance, but it has these crumbs, and these crumbs are indicating fungi and bacteria. The bacteria exude gels and colloids that stick the particles together, and so that's indicating that we have a living soil. The next one we're looking for is the smell, and it's kind of like the smell of the forest floor, and that is actually the body odor of specific organisms in the soil. So that's telling us again that there's a certain profile of life in the soil. The next factor that we're looking for is the actual color. And the color, we want it to be much more like a dark chocolate brown. So even like 72% dark chocolate, so a bit more like my knife handle here. So it is a bit pale, and that just means we need more organic matter on the field. This field had been hayed for many years where they weren't putting manure back on the field. And so that likely is a cause for the depleted organic matter. But it's a pretty good start. Nice sandy clay loam. And then the final test that we're going to do is a ribbon test. So this is to test whether it's sand, silt, or clay predominantly. And this one we know right away based on the grit, it's not going to form a ribbon, but you're trying to form a ribbon and let it free hang over your finger. And this one won't even do a centimeter. So clay will be about 1 inch long, but you're trying to form it into a little ribbon and see it breaks off in these 0.5 centimeter sections. It's fully sand loam.